Start the video, girl.
Ordinary for me. We ain't going to your favorite place.
It's giving real. Anyway.
Are you gonna do the intro?
Yeah, don't be talking. Don't be interrupting my intro. Okay. Welcome to today's Freedom Friday. And today we're going to be talking about...
I thought you said don't say nothing in your video.
You barely listened to my first instruction. Go ahead and mess up now. Say this thing.
Freedom to take a stand for yourself.
Let's get to the next video. You, that was a long intro. Okay, now introducing Ms. Rude, Dr. Nakiba Jackson.
Hi everyone. It is I, Dr. Nakiba Jackson. And welcome to Freedom Friday. And thank you for joining us.
Mom, what are you doing?
I can see right here.
Okay, so I'm going to be interviewing you. I forgot to.
You're not even gonna be interviewing me.
You
just making up stuff.
I forgot what. Freedom to stand up for yourself?
You have to take a stand for yourself.
Okay. What made you want to do this topic?
So, for me, I've been thinking about just things in my life that's been going on with me.
I'm listening. You thinking about things that's going on in your life.
And as I think about things that's going on in my life, I've been thinking about what does it take for me to actually to live the life that I want. And you know, so many times I've had where people will tell me what to do, what not to do, and I just kind of listen to them because that's what someone else says, and sometimes it's easier in a sense to listen to what someone else says. And a lot of times I kind of quiet my voice, and you know, like we talk about Freedom Fridays, the freedom to stand up for yourself, listen to yourself, hear your own voice. And so for me, I had an opportunity to go out of town this weekend, and it was something that I really wanted to do, but I had all these different reasons why I wasn't going to do it, and I almost not end up getting that experience. And so what I ended up doing was just going anyway. And when I went, the way that I went about it wasn't the way that I normally would do things, in a sense. And I enjoyed myself. That's what I'll say. I really enjoyed myself. And as I started thinking about that, you know, you talked about why I do the topic, then I started thinking about what other ways have I kind of not done things and I really wanted to do it. And so I'm realizing that the more I actually don't just accept what someone else say and allow that to be my reality, and just start focusing more on things that I want to do, and then get to the point of why am I doing it and just enjoying it. And so I spent so much time trying to make excuses to do what I wanted to do instead of just saying this is what I'm going to do and figuring out a way to make it work and just standing on my word. So as I was, you know, starting with this Freedom Friday, that's what I was just thinking about. Like, how much other opportunities have I missed when I haven't taken a stand for myself? And so that's the thing that I wanted to talk about today, taking a stand for yourself. And that's how that came about.
So what has not taking a stand for yourself let you miss out on?
So some years ago, it was a trip that I wanted to take again, visit my family, and I knew I wanted to go, but I let certain circumstances allow me to make an excuse to not go, and I didn't go. And so I missed out on going to a family reunion, meeting family, and it took me years before I got to actually meet that family. And go on a family reunion. In the past, I remember it was a concert that I wanted to go to, and we were told that we had to be at a certain place, and I decided that I was going to be at a certain place and not go to the concert, and I missed out on the concert. That group broke up. Years and years later, they came back together, and I saw them, but I missed out on opportunities or things. I'm a person that likes to travel, and so also not taking a stand for myself in the past has allowed me to miss out on some job opportunities that I could have gotten, and allowed me to stay in relationships that was not serving me longer than what I had to, do it. And so actually staying on jobs longer than relationships that I thought were great, they end up being messed up because I wasn't taking as big of a stand for myself. So I just missed out on time. To me, that's the biggest thing, time to do other things that matter more to me than spending time on making excuses.
Okay, so what would you what kind of advice would you give to people on saving their time to do stuff they really want to do?
So the first thing for me is to be real with yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that you really want to do? Are you doing it for you, or are you doing it because someone else wants you to do it? And if you got to start making excuses of why to do it or why not to do it, then stop right there. You don't have to make an excuse or come up with a reason to do something that you want to do it. If you want to do it, then you just do it. So that would be one of the first things that I would say. Truly be real with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Have a conversation with yourself, whether it's out loud, whether it's in your head, whether it's writing. Just pay attention to who you really are, what you really want in life. And so when you start paying more attention to yourself, then you'll know more of what you're wanting for yourself. And when you know more of what you want for yourself, you'll spend more time on those things rather than making excuses to not do the things that you really truly want to do. And to me, that saves more time when you're living in the being as opposed to just always trying to figure out everything else. Yes.
Okay.
Did that answer your question, or did I take you too far over the place? You said, what were some advice I could give someone that actually wanted to, I guess, not waste time doing things or spend time not doing what you like or whatever?
Okay. So, what is your experience of saying no to people to do stuff that you actually want to do?
Oh, Lord. My experience has been all over the place in many cases. In the past, I was that person that felt like when I said no, I had to have no with the reason. And I had to give someone something that was valid enough. And either instances, if it was a no, supported it with something that wasn't true to kind of make it better, or support it with something that was like catastrophic, like that was true, but didn't have anything to do with it. So I connected some of the dots. So
Yummy.
I didn't allow my no to just be no. I always felt like I owed other people different reasons. And then sometimes people would ask me, and I just always felt obligated to just say, to give them the reasons why, and not understanding that sometimes people want you to give them the reasons why so they can overcome your no.
Okay. Why do you always feel like you need to give somebody a logical reason why you said no?
Well, in the past, the way that I used to believe that was something that I owed them, a part of being respectful to other people. Then I think a large part of it also was a worthy issue, thinking that I needed to give them something, and my one word didn't mean enough on its own. So I felt like in the past that my word had to be coupled with something else. There's good stuff there.
It's not. Okay. Okay. Have there ever been a time you ever thought that person was right when you did not stand up for yourself?
Many a times I felt like people might have been right or might have been wrong. And I most of the time I have this inner turmoil that says, well, what if they are right? Because I'm second guessing myself.
So, overall, no.
That I've been thinking that they're right. No, not necessarily. The way I just answered this, I don't always think a yes is a yes and a no is a no, and that's some of my issues. And so because I have so much flexibility sometimes in my answer, that gives me the opportunity to think, well, what if it's this way? Not really understanding that an experience is just that, an experience. We get to have experiences and don't worry about what if something doesn't happen this way. You got that experience to learn and grow from.
I'm sorry. I forgot everything. Let's say around apple cider vinegar. Like, I could not think the whole time I drank the
Well,
thing.
you shouldn't be drinking that while you're trying to do an interview. That wasn't very.
But immune, though.
Okay. But keep your immune system great, okay?
Okay. So, would you like to wrap this interview up? Or do you like ask me more questions?
Do you have any more questions to ask me?
Do you want me to ask you more questions?
We can wrap this interview up.
Okay. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.
So, before she goes, I just want to make sure I just say this. You know, when we talk about this Freedom Friday, really the freedom to make sure that you take a stand for yourself, you got to realize that you really do matter. The things that you want to experience, it matters. And when you really realize that not that it matters, but you matter, you end up listening to yourself, hear your voice, recognizing your voice, and doing more things that allows you to live this life, living in abundance, and have experiences that you can learn and grow from. So don't be afraid to take a stand for yourself. When you take a stand for yourself, you show others how to treat you and what you expect and what you desire. So that's all I have today. Anything else? All right. Well, thank you for watching.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. So, bye. See you next Friday. I'm cutting you out the video.